Hello and welcome to the channel. This one we're going to talk about bull and bear flags, how to kind of identify them and how to kind of trade them. So let's jump straight into it. So first let's start with the concept of what a bull flag and bear flag actually is. You can see that the stock is trending upwards, perhaps after a big move after earnings or nice news, and it's just kind of made a nice move upwards to like a certain resistance point maybe in the past, and then it's just kind of trading downwards but also kind of in a channel which is represented by this kind of green section here, and you can see that here, obviously flag channel, and then what it does is it breaks out of that channel in an upwards direction. Sometimes it comes back down and retest it. That's a different video, I'll link it up in the top corner for you, and then the stock makes another move upwards, and that's a complete of a bull flag. And you can see the flag is basically representation of a kind of golf flag, should we say. So imagine the kind of hole down here where you put your golf ball. There's your flagpole, and obviously there's your flag as well. And then really simply, the bear flag is just upside down. So the stock kind of tracks downwards and obviously comes back up-ish in this kind of upwards channel, and then makes another break down. So we're going to jump into some real life examples in just a second, and basically what we're going to go through is something that's happened before and something that looks like it might be happening, you know, going forward. Obviously this is an evergreen video, so this is not suggesting that you should be trading in this, but this is something that you should be looking for going forward. So let's jump into the charts. So first up is Alta stock. This one, as you can see, had a nice big earnings report, jumped straight up, and then in the subsequent months it just kind of trailed backwards in a nice kind of controlled pattern, nice controlled channel. And what it did was it actually broke out of that channel and then made it move higher. None of this on the right is useful for this video. We're just looking at this pattern, this kind of performance from the stock. Now a little bit of a tip while we're here is if it has made a higher low within the channel, that's normally a good sign. It means the buyers are coming in, still interested in the stock, and they might want to push it higher. And as a subsequent of that, you can see actually it did do that exact same thing. It went straight through the resistance. It didn't actually come down and retest it, it just went straight through. So you're probably thinking, where is your entry point? Now your entry point could be just above this last wick here. So if we zoom in, you probably can't see so much what I'm talking about, but if we zoom in here, you can see that this wick here on Wednesday the 24th of January finished at 484, so you might want to enter just above that and then keep a stop loss obviously just below the wick on the current day. If you're following me, then you're doing well. Basically entry just above here, then obviously the rest is history. Your original stop loss is here, and then when the day closes you could actually bring that stop loss up to break even if you wanted to, and obviously let the rest run. And then obviously follow the stop loss up behind it, probably up behind the 20 moving average. That's generally what I do, but obviously everyone's trading is different. Now let's jump into something that might be happening in a positive fashion, and that is Cloudflare, ticker symbol NET. You can see a nice big move again on earnings. Again, it could be earnings or news, anything like that, or even just a big kind of volume bar at the same time. Big kind of move upwards and then basically trailing down in this channel. That's been doing that pretty much for 2 months, maybe just over, and we're just looking really for it to kind of break out above this channel. Now my entry point here would be just above the $97 level mark. If we can get above that, maybe come back down and retest 97, then make a move higher and obviously back up to kind of these levels of 111, which represents probably about 10-11% of course. But likewise, if we do come back down, my stop loss would be just below here. We'll stick that in so you can see that representation just there. So the stop loss will be around about 91. So your risk is very low, but obviously your potential of reward is pretty high, you know, depending what your risk management level is, and that is what you should be looking for, managing each trade as it comes. So this is a good example of a bull flag that could be presenting out to be a nice opportunity. So this next one is an example of a bear flag that has already happened. This one is ticker symbol AFRM, which is Affirm Holdings. And this is way back when, probably last year sometime. You can see basically the stock reacted on something, some sort of news at that time, and it just really sold off, and then it kind of gradually came back up into this channel, and that's what we can see a bear flag forming here, very clear bear flag. So what we're looking at is probably coupling it with the moving averages, maybe a bit of resistance, and then pushing down below this support line, this support trend line. And you can see as a subsequent, it actually broke that, and pretty good fashion, probably around about 20% or so. And so you're probably thinking, where is your target point? And that would be just basically previous lows. So you can see back here set in December, 884, and it came all the way back down to there, and that would be my ultimate target profit point. You could let the rest run if you see a bad future for a firm and it kept going lower, but I would take the bulk of the move definitely here or thereabouts. No one's going to put it down here exactly, are they? So that would be a miracle work if you did that. So that's a good example of a bear flag that has already happened. Let's have a look at one that is happening. So you can see in this one, obviously bear flags can come in all shapes and sizes. This one is actually Tesla. At the moment of recording, it is not doing so well. We had a big kind of push down on news, I think it was deliveries or something like that, and we're just kind of trading within this channel just here. It's a little bit messier, but sometimes you can't always get the perfect channel, as we've seen in previous examples, and obviously in the actual kind of educational part at the beginning of the video. But what we can see here is potentially another move down for Tesla. So you can see the moving average is coming down, acting as a little bit of resistance, a little bit of support here at the 20 moving average, but this one here, the 50 moving average, is coming right in at the top of this range as well. So you have to be careful of that. You could play it up to here, but this is not what this video is about. What we're looking for is a break of this trend line here. So if we break down below here, and then we're looking at the next kind of support zone down, which if we zoom out, we can see is all the way down to kind of 153 level, stick on the line there. So really simply what we're looking for is a break of this kind of trend line and a move all the way down to 153, which is representation of, I don't know the percentage off the top of my head, but let's keep talking until I draw on the line. It's 8% down, which is actually not a bad move. It's not a bad gain if you were to play that particular move. Now for me personally, I'm definitely more towards bull flags than bear flags, just because I'm a bit more of a bullish trader, a bit more of a long trader, just who I am mentally, I guess. But I never actually discard the fact that it could be a bear flag as well. I'm always on the lookout for different patterns, and you should be too. Have a look at completely different patterns, symmetrical triangles and that kind of stuff. So yeah, always be on the lookout for patterns, and that will really enhance your trading. So I hope in this video you learn how to look at a bull flag and a bear flag and how to trade them. If you have any comments, then obviously leave them down below in the comments section. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe for more trading videos in the future. Take care and happy trading. Happy trading. I don't think anyone's ever said that.